Hey everyone. Oh, it looks like it's only Craig here. Hello, Craig. Seems like everybody else has abandoned ship. Probably getting diabetes with Easter eggs. So nothing super special this evening. Just trying to see if I can get FlexBoardview and OBS and everything to work without dropping too many frames. So it's oh geez, okay, this is a 2141 that's had a lot of work. It seems it's a replacement board. That's different. That's really different. And that was disconnected, that's disconnected. Everything's disconnected, alright. It's a fun one. Hey Jim, welcome. Let's see what horrors await. Yeah, we don't have a NAND issue here. We've got something else. Okay. I don't think this is not a data one, so kind of wondering whether I can put some power onto this or whether it's going to be problematic. Okay, that's there. Put this back in and we'll just get an idea of what is going on. Or at least I hope it's not. Let's see what we get. Hey Pedro, Arman, Mia Patali. Let's see what we got. 520, 500, 700, 800. This is going to do a reset, isn't it? Wow, it's fast to charge. It dropped right back down. Scratch the nose. Right, everything's working fine, is it? Fixed? No, I'm sure there's something wrong here. Why would it be sent to me? Maybe this has got a problem with sensors? It doesn't seem to be booting properly. Time to query. What is the problem with the A2141 that you sent me? Question mark. It works. Okay. And it's charging. There's a little bit of liquid damage on the fan controllers, so maybe that's a problem. Maybe the problem's in the trackpad. I don't know. This is why it's always nice to have a indication of what the hell is wrong. Otherwise, I'm gonna look at it and not know. You know, I'm just gonna leave that in there. Yeah. Okay. Until we get an answer, we're just gonna put this one aside again. We'll try something else. Check the lead sensor, the lead sensor, the lead sensor. I don't know. Don't know what you mean. Sorry. We can't even get a fault on this one. We do have another one that actually has a fault, apparently. But I don't know what it is, again. Jason, send me actual faults, descriptions. Make it easier for me. To cover up personal information. This is why on my job stickers I don't actually, other than the email occasionally, I basically don't put any personal information on them. Right, this still has the screws in it, so we'll go with that. Hey, Mycosis. Hey, Jason, there you are. What's the deal with the 2141 that you sent me? It just boots. Everything seems fine on first glance. Cypher Labs. So let me know if you have any long, legitimate stuttering in the output. As far as I'm watching the stats out of OBS, and so far it's all green across the board. Uh, 1706, so we're probably going to have a bunch of corrosion here. Looks like we've got flux over there. Yucky, yucky, yucky. Alright, let's see what this one does. Jason, it's the 2141 you sent. It's one of your stock machines, I think. It just booted fine. And charging. So I'm not sure what to think of it. Okay, so we've got a 1706 here. Hey, Paul Howell, good morning. 30 milliamps. One of those ones. Okay. If we're lucky, but we're not going to be lucky because this has already been worked on. It could have been a CD3215 LDO cap, and it just knocks out all of the USB-C stuff. But I have a feeling it's not going to be that, because that is something they would have already checked. They've already... someone mashed the power button in there. In the... Geez, should not have put power on that. Look at this. What's going on here? How did someone destroy that power button? Okay, so I see the... runs for a while and crashes. Oh, okay, alright then. One of those glorious ones. And this 1706, someone has torn, very torn, the power button. Not that that's the cause of the primary fault, but that power button is a goner. And yeah, I can see the classic sort of 1706 repair was done here. There's a cap under the shield here that gets messed up. Hey, Sutter Bridge. Okay, it looks like FlexBoardview is holding out okay here. You put a button in. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did see that. Thanks. Let's see. This will be a... Thank you for that, Jason. I just saw that. Okay, this is a 923. How do I not have the 923? Oh, I don't have my shares enabled. Alright, that should work now. No? Oh, they're the old ones. Whoops. I think. Christos and Rintech. You only have to do the scan usually once, assuming that your archives don't change too much. Okay, that's done. Yep. That's better. There we go, nice and easy. Okay. Yeah, we're starting to drop some frames. Mimi, if you go to the, it's on bad caps. Anyway, what am I after? I don't know. Okay, we'll just leave that there for now. Go back to the above. I'm really not sure why the encoder chokes, because I can understand if it was trying to encode the FlexBoardview and the 4K microscope at the same time, but it's not. It's one or the other. And I do have it that... what's the bet that this 3215 is just butchered? Certainly not looking very pretty. Just going to give this a clean up and see if we have any kind of luck. I mean, it must be at least getting some sort of CC negotiation, so it is trying to do some kind of talking, because if your CC lines are down, you will get 0 volts on the USB-C. Not just 5 volts, you'll get 0. Just trying to make it look a little prettier. Let's see, where's my Joey rubbing cloth? There we go. Hey creature, welcome. Hello, Alexandra Costa. So you have a 2017 66 that goes max fan speed when changing the SSD drive. When changing it. Yeah. And the drive works fine elsewhere. By the way, look at that. See, bit of brushing, a bit of Joey rubbing with his pink cloth, and it looks fantastic now. No more of this fluxy, junky crap. It's like, wow, it's actually clean. That little cap up there, but it's probably not anything. But it is nice that you can actually see it now. Yeah, there could be some damage down there. And this, I'll point this out. This resistor here looks less than ideal. It might not be making proper contact. Yeah, someone has changed the cap. Yeah. No two ways about that. Oh, that's what I was meant to do on this, right? Now I remember the feature I added today. Let's see. Okay, we're at 30 frames per second. Okay, I can't complain. see, so this here is the resistor that I'm worried about. We UPC UART, okay. I have a horrible feeling they've cut the track that goes between here and here. Just have a feeling that it's been disconnected. So it should be a 0.759. Okay. Hey Bazar, Therese, why you feel disconnected, Therese? Hey there, Mental Theo. Now I could be completely barking up the wrong tree here, but I'm just sort of going by where someone else has been stomping around and working back from that. Okay, we are seeing an open circuit there. Have I got the right one? No, I'm looking at the wrong one. Whoops. Okay, there. Okay, 7.4. That one's actually correct. That's my bad. And this one here, fantastic. We don't have a diode mode for that one. How annoying. How utterly annoying. But it does look like the trace is cut. You can see that digging down there. Yeah, it's problematic. Which means I might have to lift the chip. See if I've got another one of these boards and examine that same area. Actually, I think I might have a functioning one. Or do I? Okay, I've got one here that needs repairing. It's my own one. It doesn't function, but I'm pretty sure the area in question is also also badly messed up. All right. What the hell is killing my... I really don't know what's going on. I don't know. That Flex Boardview was sitting there basically asleep. And somehow OBS was still squawking. It's very strange. Okay, so we've got 0.5 on that one. And we compare to here. Now, Jason, if this... Yeah, so that's open. So, yeah, I'm going to say they've cut that trace. Jason, is this one worth doing work on? Is it important? Because most likely I'm going to end up having to do the other side as well. I guess we'll just do it anyway. How annoying. Okay, hot air. Okay, it's not important. We'll give it a shot. Just for the hell of it. We're only at 2:30 here, so we're barely doing anything. But now we're going to ramp it up. There's Jean-Marc. That has gone into the stratosphere. Yep, that's not working today. Alright. Some days you can push that around and get things to do your bidding. Other days, it just doesn't want to do anything. I should point out I'm being very, very light with my work here. This is not the sort of thing where you want to just barge around. Very easily pull up a pad accidentally. Sometimes it's satisfying picking it off, sometimes it's a pain. This time it's a pain. Just want to check that continuity of that pin that we were looking at. Right, that one there. So basically, yeah, we're going from there to there, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and second one in. The KMI, morning. Yeah, it doesn't look like we've got continuity here. So it should be... I think that might be remnants of it. No? Yeah, so what they've done is they have used a underfill blade or something like that, and they've inadvertently sliced the track. Hey Yanzimi, welcome. Thank you very much. Now if we're really lucky, it might be a simple slice and it could be something that I can just bridge. But I don't know if we're going to be that lucky. I mean, that looks like that could be it there. I mean, it's sort of in the right place. So let's see if we get continuity between that copper round pad that we just unearthed and that pin 5. Cold chisel or a jackhammer? Can't believe I'm getting nothing out of that. I would have almost put money on that being the right pad. Oh yeah, we do. Okay, there we go. So we should be able to bridge that up. Assuming there aren't other things in the way, so I'm a little worried about what's underneath there. So I might have to put some UV cure down to fill up that gap. Yeah, it's really kind of tricky to tell what they're doing down there. I mean, I suppose I could just blob it and hope for the best. There's a bit of a copper trace on the left-hand side of it, the left-hand half of it, and that's what's worrying me. It's like, what are you? The right-hand side I can see clearly goes off to the pad, and it's just been like pushed down and snapped. As far as I can tell, there's nowhere else that pad goes to, so I might just have to go with that. Hey Shane Stuff, welcome. Well, best thing for us to do at this point is to clean up everything else while the chip isn't there, and then we can finish up, put a new chip on. And then we will find that the other side needs doing. So we're just going to come in with the 230, 240 kind of temperature and just picking off the rest of this underfill. Ow, burning fingers. I'm pretty sure the other side should have balled out. It hasn't visibly balled out, but I would not be surprised if it has internally. It's sort of very much par for the course for those things to ball out. Wow, it just goes out of focus so quick. Oh, why does everyone have to mention acetone? There's no acetone in this life. Mental Theo, I think a lot of the dirtiness here is just the flux, and also these are dark boards. I'm going to have to put a smidge of a wire in that one. It's not going to hold if I try to rely on the solder blob bridging. It needs a small wire. I think I've put a piece of wire down there. I can't see. Is there a piece of wire? Yeah, there's a piece of wire. Yep, cool. We just now need to tin it. It's one of those fun jobs where you want to get up close, but at the same time, if you do get up close, you lose your sort of bearings, and so you don't want to be too close. Fiddle farfing with it, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose that pad. What the hell? Wow. Please ignore all attempts tonight. That's just not playing right with the flux. We might have to be happy with what we got there. hope it holds. We've made a little bit of a mistake here. We really should have prepared the pads for the chip before we did that. So I'm gonna have to flux and hot air wick this and hope that I don't disturb that. And if I do disturb it, well, that's just going to be my punishment for not doing things in the right order. Seems fair to me. Robin, no, I don't use any anti-glare filters. Damn it, where's my tweezers? Where are my self-closing tweezers? Maybe they marked the outline of a knife. That would be a tragically funny thing if they did. Let's hope it wasn't really what they did. Let's see. We're going to go with 360 and 360 and sort of like 40. Hey Murto. Yeah, I know traditional wicking will pull the remains, but I'm not caring about the remains of that solder. Sorry, of the mask. It's pretty clean. Trouble is, Cypher Labs, you know, they're okay. You want to use those, they're okay, but they do suck a lot of your light. I do have circular polarizers and all that sort of stuff, and I have tried them, and I prefer not to have them. That's just me personally. That MOSFET's kind of offset a bit. I think a lot of the need for anti-glare depends on your microscope LEDs in the first place, you know, your microscope light in the first place. The original Amscope one that I had, the 144 ring light, I found that to be, it really did want something to help me cut down the glare, but this one I do not find that to be the case. I'm quite happy with my ring lights. I mean, could it be even better? Sure, but yeah. Generally speaking, when I put a circular polarizer or any other kind of that kind of filter on, everything just feels grey. It doesn't actually make anything pop for me. So like if I took this down to about the level where you'd normally see with a polarizer on it, you know, I'd be seeing more like that. and visually for me that already is without glare anyway, so it feels like it's 30-40 bucks for no good reason. If I set it to about that, that's perfect for me. It doesn't feel glary, I can still record. I'm happy with that. Alright, we need to UV cover that one spot. Why is there always that one little tendril of stupid little thread? Great, now we've got it everywhere. Am I testing the wire before I mask? Pfft. What kind of tech would I be if I tested my stuff? Huh? You're saying I can't trust my work? You gotta have faith in your work. You want your work to work, you gotta have faith in it. You gotta believe it's gonna work, else it's not gonna work. Now we need to spread this out a little bit because otherwise the chip will rest against that fillet and that will be no good. Ah no, micro. Is it worth fixing old MacBooks anymore? I think the tariffs may increase their value. Yeah, I mean, maybe if you're stuck in the United States, perhaps, yeah. We will test that, Robin. We will test it for you. Tariff exemption for Apple? Seriously? Oh my goodness. Well, I thought Apple just went along and shipped a few $1 billion worth of equipment through Ireland like last week. If you want to diffuse it, you can always just take one of the diffusion sheets out of a LCD screen. Just take the sheet out of the LCD screen, cut it out to suit, and there you go. You've got a really high quality diffusion sheet. Tariff exemption for all electronics? Seriously? What's the point of then tariffs? It's kind of like, yeah. Oh well. Yep, we're good. Alright. I am going to leave this here and then I'm going to go deal with micro. I'm going to go do micro's insulin injection and I'll be back. It's okay. Just on the back. Alright, I'm back. Thank you, Mycosis. Oh, this is my last one. Crikey. Didn't realise that. Better order more. I mean, I've got others here. I can always just pick up another one and reball it. They're not in any way, shape or form in short supply these days. Not like the old days. We're just going to preheat things. The heat also does help that UV cure kind of go into another form of curing. I'm not worried about that little exposure there. And I think that's about right. Okay, let's back out. And let us hope and pray that they use leaded balls. Okay, that's on. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty close. Hey, Dreams. Let's put that into the cooler. Apple also said they have to open plants in the US again. Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. Even if it's only just for a small portion. I mean, realistically, with a lot of the importance of chips and things like that, you kind of want to have domestic production as much as possible. Or at least some kind of domestic production. Otherwise, you're sort of at the mercy of a lot more forces than what you want. It looks like that sat down perfectly nicely. Like I said, 99% chance we're going to have to do this one too. Which is going to be fun because we don't have another one. Well, we do, but not one that's pre-balled. We don't even know if that was the fault, but let's plug a connector on it and see if it works. It's probably not going to be, but no, you don't. Nope. I mean, I can use that one, but I'm trying not to. Come on, I had it here like yesterday. Grrr. It's probably attached to a board somewhere. Yep, it is. I get my CD32s from AliExpress. Alright, so here we go. Oh, we got 20 volts. Oh, we got 700 milliamps. Oh, but it's constant. Don't like that. 800. I don't like that it's sitting up so high. Okay, it's back down now. Okay, there's a chance that might be working. It's a little high in my opinion, but we'll see. And it's also possible that was fine. I don't know, Jason. Don't know. We're gonna find out. Oh, we don't have the damn button. I guess we'll put the button in, eh? We'll do. No. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna slap this in to see if it's even worth putting the button in. I mean, it needs the shrouds anyway. Someone's stolen the shrouds of Mac. Okay, it's very weird not having that power button there. I just want to push it in, but it's of no point. Speakers, let's not worry about those. Ah, Bob, nothing wrong with 6S. I've been using an 11 myself, but I still service 6S iPhones now and then. The 6s I can't anymore. They're not, as far as I can tell, they aren't supported by our network. But the 6S still happens to have some life in it. Okay, here we go. Interesting to see if we get a charge too. No fan spin yet. Okay, we are getting a charge. So maybe we just got a very flat battery here. We can't press the power button. By the way, I have found, like, you know, I do not like cleaning screens, but I have found these cloths used for eyeglasses can be used on these screens to at least get the worst of the muck off. Yeah, so long as there's no pieces of sand on there or anything like that, then, as you can see, you know, they do a reasonable job of getting the worst off, so you can have a chance of seeing what's on there. You gotta keep turning it though, and then you gotta wash it. So I was thinking of buying a box of 100 or 1,000 of these and just using one per MacBook. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it is better. So it's definitely charging. I wonder where the on-off buttons are on this one. I mean, I'm normally very cautious about doing screen rubbing or anything like that, because you can go wrong and you can be in for a bad surprise. Let's see, schematics on off. And we are on CPU side, so not that one. Here we go, up here. Oh yeah, I see it. I can bridge those. Yep, no problem. Nothing? I wonder if this is in like DFU mode or something. No, wait, it's a 1706. It's not in DFU mode. It doesn't have that. I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. The problem is that I'm an idiot and didn't connect the screen. Did you all enjoy that? I didn't. Idiot and aisle 3. How many times do I have to do that, honestly? Hey Slime, good to see you. It's not to say it's still going. Oh, there we go. Yay! All of a sudden we've got an Apple logo. And I would have been alerted to that if I had connected the speakers. But no, didn't want to connect the speakers. Why would I want to connect the speakers? Hey, Drew Grimes. Thank you. It's getting there, it's getting there. Yep, we're all good. Charging, booting, everything. Okay, so that's good enough fixed now, Jason, I think. Yep. I think we will put that one against the one that died, the miners one. Honestly though, Jason, 1706, the rest of what I'm seeing, it's like, yeah, you know. But at least it works. Okay. What have we got next? Well, we can continue on with the same vein, actually. This one is mine. This is my own personal board. Pedro would recognize it, because Pedro tried to take this from me. He was all like, I'll take it. And I'm like, no, you can't have it. It's mine. Use that to data transfer Mac. Oh, okay, cool. Have some use for it. Well, this here was my data transfer Mac. Are you kidding me? You're booting now? This wasn't booting the other day. No, I hate that. That means now I've got some weird intermittent crap fault. Either that or I've forgotten what the fault was. Where's my chassis? Here we go, this is mine. About to clear out some boards, have some good boards like M1s. Shouldn't you be using them for yourself, Jason? And besides, I have got, I think around about 20 kilo. I've got about 20 kilo of your stuff here that I need to send back to you. But you keep sending me stuff faster than I can send it back to you. Yeah, I've got this great big plastic container marked unofficial, and it is just jam-packed with your stuff. And so one of these days I've got to send this back to him. One of these days he's going to want this back. And until then it just sits there. And there's a couple of computers in there and heaps and heaps of boards. Lots of failures. But the point is they're your failures, as in you get to keep them. I'm not having them. As it is, I've got to go through my shed, I think I've got close to 20 or 30 things like 1502s, 1286s, yeah, all that sort of stuff, 1466s. I just need to purge. Big time purge. There's no real good reason for me to keep it, and it's not worth me even shipping it. That's the sad thing. Great, where's my screw? Aha, found it. Hey, Defcon. 400 Mac donor part. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, but it is like that now, isn't it? And like I said the other day, it seems like I'm using a lot less donors these days. And I think part of that is because I am becoming a bit NRF-y. What was that? Did I hear a Milo? I think I've been burned so many times from taking rabbit hole jobs, or at least trying to be good and helping people out, that I'm like, you know what, if it's not a 10-minute NRF, then I'm out. Defcon, that is actually quite true though, yes. The moment I get rid of one, I'm going to need it. I am planning on keeping at least one instance of each type. A known working instance. Oh great, now you come back to life. I don't know, it must have been the Easter presents that has resurrected my MacBook, although it is kind of... here we go, yep, it was just coming out of sleep. Look at that, magic. That's good. Yeah, because this is my machine that I use for coupling with the lifeboat saving system. So yeah, I plug the lifeboat machine device into this, and then pull the data off machines for people, and that's all this machine is for. Some very sophisticated naming of boards there. Fuvar. Okay. What is this? A 3.1. Hey, sweetie.
How are you going?
Sorry?
How are you going?
Okay.
Loki just hurt himself.
Who did?
Loki.
Okay. Well, I'm finishing up. Okay, I'm out of here.